So it's now Tuesday. It's about 6:30 p.m. and my task for the next hour or so is going to be I am going to go row by row and I'm going to see which row hadn't yet sprouted. First row watermelon, second row cantaloupe, third row peas, fourth row beans, row 5, 6, and 7. I'm gonna do acorn squash. Nothing has been planted yet. And row 8, 9, and 10. We already have acorn squash, but I haven't seen much of anything sprouted. So I am going to go through these rows and clean them up. If I see any weeds, I'm going to pick them out. And for the rows that haven't yet sprouted, I am going to uh, reseed. So as you can see, I have some grass in this hole. So I'm going to pick all of that out, clean it up, do a bit of reseeding, and call it a day. So I'll bring you back when it's all said and done. So I opted to get the rows that I know I had nothing planted in digged up first. It's just easier to do it that way because I need to be a little more careful picking weeds from the stuff I already have planted. So what we have is 4 for 8 and for 12 rows. And this is going to be my Table King Acorn Bush Squash. I got this from a Amish store. I have to say it's over a year old, so I'm going to go ahead and plant this up. I use my Ori knife to go down about an inch, inch and a half. So I am going to get these planted, and then start working on the holes that were already previously planted. I'll bring you back when I'm done. So I got those 12 planted up and I started to work on the spot where I previously planted acorns, squash, and I think I have about 5 seeds left. So as I'm going through these holes, if I don't see anything in them, I am going to just drop a new seed in it. Like this one, there is some form of life, but I couldn't tell you if it's an actual acorn squash or not. So most likely I'm not gonna put any seeds in those. So I'm gonna just use up this whole pack of seeds since it's been over a year old, and we'll go from there. So got the acorn squash taken care of. Acorn squash is a favorite of my husband, so, and it's just him and I, so we anything above and beyond when we harvest is going to be donated to one of our local food pantries. So now I'm in the peas aisle and I have that one already sprouted. I could tell that, let me zoom you in, that is a peas and everything else around it is weeds, so I need to get rid of that. I don't see anything in hole number 3 and, well, it looks like 3 and 4. So I am going to reseed that. According to the I want to say it's the spoon to table app that I used, it said for the acorn squash I could plant them until the 24th, outdoor sow them until the 24th of May, and stuff like the watermelon, cantaloupe, and I could be wrong on the beans and the peas. I want to say 6th of June. So I'm still in my window for that. So let me get this knocked out and I'll bring you back. So I'm going to go with the Alaska peas, and this one is the uh, Little Marvel, and these were bought at the Dollar Tree, and I only have 4 holes in this row, and since 2 of the 4 came up, I'm gonna do 2 seeds in each hole, 1 of each variety. And now we're on to the cantaloupe row, which has 5 holes, and I am seeing 4 of the 5 have germinated, and this one has 2 seedlings in it. So I'm gonna get these cleaned up and then probably plant my 5th cantaloupe in that opening. So I got the cantaloupe planted up, and once again my seeds are from the Dollar Tree. This one is the Hale Best Jumbo, and the watermelon is just Sugar Baby. So I ended up replanting 4 of the 5 holes. So I am going to get this watered in, and then I am going to take you to some store-bought onions that I had planted basically for companion planting, supposed to help uh, deter bugs from my kale, cabbage, peppers, tomatoes. So they've started bolting, and I'll tell you what the plan is for that in a minute. Let me get this watered in and then I'll bring you back. So these are the onions that I sowed from seed. These were the ones that survived and came out of the basement. So most likely if I need onions, I'll just come and clip some of this to do cooking with. However, this was onions that I bought from the store, and then I put the crowns in water, and then when it was time to bring them out, I brought them out to do my companion planting with. And as you can see, I have some bolting going on, and this could be due to many things. Maybe too much watering, not enough watering. We did at one point get the weather was nice, then it got cold, then it got freezing, we had snow, and then it warmed up. So this could be various reasons why it bolted. Either way, I don't plan on cooking with it, but I would like to harvest the seeds to possibly use next year for planting. So this is what's going on with the onions. Um, uh, what else is there? I started to pick the Mizuna and feed it to the chickens, and I have a few beets, radishes actually, radishes that could probably be picked. So I'm gonna start on that. Am I going to plant anything in these beds once I've harvested the radishes, Mizuno, beets, and the carrots. Probably not this season. I think I'm gonna just do the put the fabric down and start prepping once I've harvested in this. Like I said, anything that I've planted in excess, um, what my husband and I will take some, and the rest we are going to share with the food pantry. Um, that's what we're doing with our eggs from the ducks and the chicken. Um, I'm able to sell some, and I'm also able to donate some. So the special that I have running is if you buy 2 or more dozen, 1 dozen is automatically donated to the food pantry. Um, so we don't have a need for all of it. So if we could help anyone, that's what we try to do. So once again, thanks for stopping by, seeing what I have going on a daily basis. I do appreciate you guys for stopping by. So have a blessed day and see you next time.